Okay, great. Well, listen, guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, teachers, fellow classmates, it's a real honor and treat to be able to present before you all tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedules to pop in here in the Xcelerate Fuel Tabs business briefing. This is an independent briefing, a little bit separate from corporate. Corporate will be Tuesday nights. Okay, Dan's got a big announcement Tuesday night coming up next week. If you want to be on that call, he and I were talking for about 20 minutes prior to this call. A lot of great announcements coming up for all of you that you're going to benefit in a really big way. I'm pretty excited about hearing what he has to say, even though I do have some inside information that I'm not in a position to relinquish tonight. So anyhow, let's talk about making money. Let's talk about building a home-based business that's successful here on tonight's call. The reason why you're all on this call tonight is you're not doing it for free. I mean, you might be here tonight for free, but you're investing in your future. The home-based business industry is something for those of us that are online professionals, non-professionals, newbies, novices. We've been taught that, hey, if you want to make money, if you want to break away from, the regular monotony of everyday society, get creative, find a home-based business, run with it and develop it and just make a lot of money with it and do whatever you want with it. But you know what? There really is an art and science to all of this. A lot of people make it sound really easy. And there's a lot of business opportunities out there on the internet that preach easy money, sit back, relax, stay in bed, be brain dead, make copious amounts of money doing nothing. It doesn't quite work that way. So I just kind of want to give you a nice little blueprint here. If any of you ever aspire to make money, I don't care how long you've been in the industry for. I know people that have been in the industry as long as I have, 43 years for me. Some people longer, some people just a little less. Some people still haven't learned a whole lot, which totally amazes me, believe it or not. But the real art and science to making money is finding a product. A lot of people say the art and science to making money is a compensation plan. Not really. Yes and no. I'm going to say that to you tonight. The comp plan is really important, but it's not the primary. The primary is looking for the engine that empowers the masses. And the key is about empowering the masses. It's not about what you love to do. What you love to do means nothing to me or means nothing to him or her or, them. It might be just your fun-filled, passion for something. But, a lot of the gurus on the internet say, find your love, find your passion, turn it into your business. I kind of giggle when I hear that because, I haven't seen too many people really find their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And some people might debate that. That's okay. If you had a breakthrough, that's fantastic. Congratulations. But for 9 out of 10 people, it's going to create a failure. And we're not into failing. So the real secret to making money when you study the big boys, the big girls, the billionaires, the millionaires, the super elite in society, it's not about what they love. It's about what makes money. And in order to make money, you got to empower the masses or find something that really drives the masses. And right now, tonight, we're in a really good position because the biggest conversations in the world right now are about fuel prices. So historically speaking, we're in the right place at the right time. You couldn't ask for a greater gift when it comes to developing prosperity and capitalizing on a trend than right now what's happening on the news. People in other business style opportunities that are marketing various different other products, they will struggle because they will have to put out money out of their pocket or get into the convincing game or, create a psychological exchange of communication where they hopefully alter the mindset or belief system of another human being. And that's a really tough task to do unless you're really good at reprogramming somebody's subconscious mind. I mean, you got to sell in the subconscious mind if you want to make money. If you're not selling in the subconscious mind, your business opportunity, your product, your service is going to be a flop. So with all the media attention out there, all the memes out there, all the illustrations out there, social media out there, all the whining and complaining out there, there's no better time in history to make money off negative subconscious programming that billions of people are doing all over the world. We can capitalize on that, and it can be very effortless. So we were very fortunate to have this incredible, patented, one-of-a-kind product. I say one-of-a-kind because there's other products out there, but they're not the authentic, real deal. They might have their own arguments to that. That's okay, but we have the real, authentic Louis Vuitton fuel tab, all right? And it's not really a Louis Vuitton, but I mean, I know what a real Louis Vuitton bag is from a Louis Vuitton bag that's not so real. And we've got the real patented EPA registered product, as you can see right in front of you. There's a quick illustration, and I'm going to show you the product on tonight's call too, by the way. Let me get my glasses on so you're not dealing with a blind man here. But I'm really excited to share this with you because with what's going on in the news media, what's going on with billions of people out there on social media filtering information, good, bad, ugly, anytime that much energy is being poured into something, we can basically hit a grand slam. Never mind a home run, but you can hit a grand slam with this type of documentation being distributed by so many human beings out there on planet Earth. All we have to do is dress it up a little bit, let people know that we have the real golden ticket from the Willy Wonka chocolate factory or gasoline factory. And, that allows us to attach a compensation plan to it and take it to another level. So I'm really excited to tell you we're the only company in the world that has bragging rights, the original and only patented fuel tab catalyst tablet in the marketplace. Yes, that's right. Formulated by a PhD chemist, rocket scientist, worked with racing cars, worked with rocket engines, worked with NASA, worked with many different institutions over the years to put this into play. It's like somebody handing you the goose that lays the golden egg. It's EPA registered. Tough to find other companies show that. The fuel tab that others try to duplicate, we often joke about that in a fun-loving way. No offense to the competition out there, if there is competition out there, but it's just part of the marketing, right? The word duplication is kind of fascinating in itself. Over 4 billion gallons of fuel being treated. Some people talk about, well, that's not possible because, that would equal X amount of tablets out there in circulation. Doesn't necessarily mean they were small tablets out there in circulation. When you're working with oil fields and major industries and massive gasoline, diesel, fuel power generators, you don't use tablets, okay? You don't drop little tiny tablets in a massive generator. You would use another means of delivery, but with the same ingredients, the same product basically, but distributed in a different physical fashion. Patented worldwide, only product in the world that is patented worldwide. Other companies will tell you they are. I just asked somebody to show me their documentation and they kind of panicked and tried to get their upline on the phone, but their upline wasn't available in another business opportunity. So you're looking at over 30 years. Here we have over 35 years. I think it's kind of around 34 to 35 years. If you're looking for sheer accuracy, that's pretty cool. This is not a product that was just developed 6 months ago, as others might have out there in the industry. So what are the benefits? I mean, there's so many benefits here. Some of them can be measured, some of them can't. I would say, just in my personal experience, because a lot of people ask me, I've been very fortunate, Tracy and I have been very fortunate to be 2 out of 3 founders of the company here to put this into play, really being Dan putting it all to play, but we were invited to the party a little bit after the fact. The real interesting thing is people ask me about, can you really save money on fuel? Well, you know what? I would say the answer is yes, and I'm running on faith for you because your packages, if you live in the United States of America, pretty much 90% of all the US packages have been put out into play, if not all of them as of today. So that's pretty exciting. The Canadian packages were put into play, not all, but probably about 40, 50, 60% went into play today, and they'll be shipped out from a fulfillment center in kind of semi-central United States. Will be crossing the Canadian border in the next 2 days, and you should be having your product here real soon. Touch it, feel it, smell it, don't eat it, okay? So I just kind of want to talk a little bit about my experience because I've been very fortunate. If you can see me in the video camera, and I'll put myself back on after I stop sharing. I've got the fuel tablet in my hand right here. Oops, sorry, right there. You can see it in my fingers right there. If you can see me on the thing, it doesn't matter any. I'll show you in case you're desperately trying to see me on the video camera. I'll show it to you again. So people ask me, am I saving money on fuel? The answer is I don't know because I really don't care, to be truthfully honest with you. Don't take that the wrong way. My main mission, my objection, not my goal, because I don't believe in goal setting, but my objective here was to be able to take my high performance vehicles that all run on premium octane. I wanted to get them down to regular without triggering my computer systems, meaning engine lights and engine malfunction, fuel system, whatever, blah, 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 that, you know, my cars will pop up and tell me if something's going wrong. And I don't drive normally. I mean, I probably would hang out with a guy by the name of Sammy Hager. I don't drive 55. So if you ever get in my car, like my wife does, my wife doesn't want to drive with me anymore, because if the speed limit's 110 kilometers an hour, I'm usually pushing 170, 160. If it takes, you know, to go to Edmonton to Calgary, if they say it takes 3 hours, I'll do it in an hour and 45 minutes. So I just have a habit. I come from motorcycles back when I was younger, go-kart racing, you know, and I can drive pretty well, better than somebody that's driving the speed limit. At least that's what I think. I'm qualified to do that. So my world's going to be a little bit different, but I am saving personally. I'm saving 23 cents a liter, which is probably $1.19 a gallon. US gallon here in my vehicles right at the pump right away without even driving away, because I'm now down to regular fuel. And that's just me. Am I recommending you do that? I don't care what you do. Try it out. See if you like it. That's what I did, and I'm enjoying it. Lower emissions. We have incredible scientific documented videos demonstrating the lower emissions. It is unbelievable. In one of my Beamers, I'm not smelling the exhaust coming out in the morning. It's actually the one that we bought for my daughter for her 16th birthday. That thing used to, you know, shoot out a little bit of stuff. It's not shooting it out right now. So I'm pretty stoked about that. More power. I don't know. I drive high performance cars. Power's just built into my DNA. I can't really tell. Maybe you can tell. Save on maintenance. I'm excited about this because some people are getting their oils changed according to past historical testimonials that I don't really care about, because I'm not going to dwell in the past. I want to dwell in the future. So I'm not going to get the oil changed on my cars. I use Molly oil up here on the BMWs. Usually get them changed every 4,500 kilometers, 5,000 kilometers. I'm going to drag it to about, I'm going to go maybe 12,500, and I'm going to push 1 to 20,000 kilometers before I get an oil change and see how that works out. Now, that doesn't mean I won't add oil, because they do burn oil. I will have to add, but I'm not going to be getting the oil change in the filter. I want to test that out. I want to pull the spark plugs, see the difference. I've heard all these powerful testimonials. I want to be able to be a story. I'm not really big on testimonials from other people, because I love other people. I just don't trust other people. I want to experience it myself. And I highly recommend you do the same thing, or do it as you want to do. Save on fuel costs. Well, we'll soon find out. I'm saving on fuel costs just on the lower octane. Pretty stoked, pretty excited about it. All with one little tiny fuel tablet you drop into your tank right before you stick the nozzle in to fill it up. All right. Zero harm guarantee. One of the biggest questions you're going to get hit by people. They're always going to talk about, you know, you get these people out there on the internet. They say, oh, well, it's going to wreck this and it's going to wreck that. And I always come back and say, based on what historicals can you show me that any pill really has destroyed a car? That's virtually almost impossible to prove. Not impossible, but I said almost impossible. There's all kinds of different factors that would have to take place. You know what I mean? If your shock absorbers went, or, you know, you blew a piston or something like that, or whatever, if you drove your car with no oil in it. So, you know, I get it. I mean, I totally understand the cynicism. It makes for a great, you know, Netflix, you know, documentary, of course. But anyhow, zero harm guarantee, not one insurance claim in 30 plus years. That's pretty cool. And I drive high performance cars that are, you know, two of my cars are probably worth more than most people's houses. So I'll be a pretty good testimonial to that. To replace an engine in one of my cars, you're looking at probably $200,000. So let's see what happens along the way. All right. Okay. So here's the really cool thing. You find a product. Step one to making money. Step one to finding that ultimate pot of gold lifestyle that you've all been looking for. You don't buy lottery tickets. I always tell my kids that. Never buy lottery tickets. They haven't been brought up in a family that buys lottery tickets. Thank God. They've been brought up in prosperity. So my kids understand the power of empowering people. That's called influencing people to make a decision. So you have to have a product on the front end, then you marry it with a great compensation plan. There's a lot of compensation plans out there in the industry. I've been doing this for 43 years. I haven't found too many people in the world that really understand compensation plans, believe it or not. Some people think they understand compensation plans. It's nice to be able to be in a position to correct them. And they go, I didn't see this and that. So when we put this project together a couple months ago, believe it or not, because we're in pre-launch, I like to say that, we had to come up with a compensation plan that makes a lot of sense because we haven't found one compensation plan out there prior to 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago that made a lot of sense for the average person. We wanted to create a compensation plan that was built for distributors. Now, a lot of companies say their comp plans are built for distributors. I call company owners that say that, I call them liars, and I have no problem calling them that because the mathematics don't lie. You can't alter the numbers, okay? So I wanted a comp plan personally that would cater to every man, woman, child on the planet. First, second, third world country, single parents on welfare, single moms, single dads, people that were struggling. Every comp plan I've ever seen, except for two compensation plans, maybe three, have always penalized the novice and the average marketer and have made the super elite rich and lined the pockets of filthy rich company owners. Okay. So this compensation plan is great. Here, you're not going to see hoops and hurdles. You're not going to see ranks. You're not going to see ridiculous things named global pool bonuses and car bonuses and all that little Mickey Mouse stuff. Sounds good, feels good, but it makes the company owners rich. Okay. There are forms of manipulation to empower people. Here, we said, let's just put the money in people's pockets. So I'm going to show you the really cool dynamic I'm passionate about this compensation plan. Between Dan, Tracy, myself, we kind of came up with this variation, the 3x8 matrix. Then we modified it to make it really exciting. Some people have challenges with matrices. We love matrices because they support team growth and development. Also, when you have a product of this magnitude, a product that for the first time in my 43-year history can actually get out to mainstream society, civilians that would never, ever, ever dare take a look at an MLM program or an affiliate marketing program. This compensation plan complements everything society could ever need, want, desire, with all the pain going on in families today and monetary crisis that are just manifesting itself all over the world. All right. I want you to think about this. I did this to one of my buddies from high school because he's a real sharp academic and whatnot. And I said to him, I said, listen, man, if you lost your check for 3 months, what would your life look like? And he already told me he's divorced. So step one, a lot of bad things could happen to people that have been brought up in the other educational system. For those of us that have been in the entrepreneurial educational system, you're going to fall in love with this. So when you take a look at the dynamics here in this compensation plan, it is a 3x8 matrix. And if you look at the bottom left corner, our left corner, as we're looking at it, you're going to see level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So everything in life starts with you. All right. Doesn't start with anyone else. It starts with you. And in a 3x8 matrix on level 1, you can only have 3 positions filled. Level 2, 9, level 3, 27, level 4, 81, level 5, 243, level 6, 729, level 7, 21, 87, level 8, 65, 61 for a little over 9,000 people within a structure. Now, when I take a look at that structure, it kind of reminds me of General Motors or Chrysler or Mercedes, because that's just the way structures work. You've got all these different divisions, different departments working their way with all these employees. And then at the bottom, you have the majority of the employees that get whatever they do get. I'm not sure what they get, but I'm sure they get something for showing up to work. So bottom line is same, very similar corporate structure. Okay. We also added the fact that you could have, if you look to the right of that, check matching bonuses, and I'll illustrate that. It's not a Christmas bonus. It's not a, hey, thank you for showing up for 30, 40 years. Here's a watch and, a take-home paycheck bonus. This is a kick butt monthly check match bonus from month one on. Okay. So in the very first month, you have something called fast start bonuses. And if you take a look at this, it all can start out with the appetizer, which I don't recommend. Believe it or not, I'm going to tell you that because I want to focus on the $60 plateau or the 60 CV. The $24, it's kind of like an appetizer. It's kind of like, can I have a sip? Can I try your ice cream? Can I have a bite of your cheesecake? That's what it is for 24 bucks. And at $24, if you sell somebody at $24, you're going to get a fast start bonus on the very first and one-time initial order of 50% of the CV, which is 20 CV. If you take a look at that beside the $24, that's a $10 fast start. 100 people, 1,000 people, multiply that times 10 bucks, it doesn't matter. But after that, what happens when there is no initial fast start bonus on the second, third, fourth orders? What happens to that 20 CV? It goes into the matrix. For those that are qualified in the matrix, it gets paid 5%, 8 levels deep. Okay. So if you're at the $24, listen to me very carefully here, because I want you to understand this. If you're at the $24 level and you choose to stay at the $24 level, all you can do is mark products up and make retail, or all you can do is make fast start bonuses. You won't be making any monthly matrix commissions that you see in level 1 to 8 as illustrated in the left side. Okay. So I wouldn't recommend as a business builder, you get ambitious and get empowered at 24 bucks, which is poverty level. Great introductory, great way to, test the flavor, see if you like the product. I dig it. That's great. But after that, graduate, put some skin on the table. Let's get serious. Let's build the business. In order to get into the matrix and qualify to be paid in the matrix, you must be at a minimum of $60, 60 CV. That's a 3-pack, as you can see in the small left column. We pay out 3 levels of fast start. That's pretty powerful right there. 35% level 1, level 2, 10%, 5% level 3. So it's kind of sharing the wealth amongst people that might not have been developing a team, but just happen to be in the right place at the right time. Because when you take a look at the numbers to the left, you can see spillover can kick into play. And I'll talk about spillover here in a second, just because I know some of you are excited about it. Don't get too excited about it. It happens over a period of time. It doesn't happen necessarily right away for everybody. It basically happens for those that happen to be positioned in the right spot at the right time with right upline. Okay. So you have the $160 level. You have the $1,500 level for big corporations, people that want high volume, people that might be in the trucking industry, people that have fleets of vehicles, Uber drivers, things like that. They might go for the big home run. It pays out some really cool money there. Look at the fast start, 35, 10, and 15. I think the fast start on that's like $400 and something. I can't even remember, and it doesn't matter anyhow. But your fast start on that, just on level 1's like, whoa, that's enough to rock your world and pay your rent for for the condo or whatever it is. So anyhow, we have those levels, but I really just want to focus on the 60 bucks for tonight. All right. So let me go back to the $60. If I were coming into this and I just really wanted to feel comfortable, maybe I had 2 cars, maybe I had 1 car, maybe I just kind of wanted to share a few pills, I'd come in at 60 bucks. Why? Because the fast starts are pretty cool. All right. You can make some really good money on the fast starts there, as you can all see. But the other thing is it allows you to get paid in the matrix potentially 8 levels deep. So if you come in at $60, let's drop back down to the table that says 3x8 matrix in the bottom left side. When you take a look at the bottom left side, look at the side, the right side of that table, you're going to see no personally sponsored through levels 1 and 3. So I know people that are working with me have had this happen, and I know other people have had this happen. Some people haven't brought anyone in, but they're in at $60. They've already got their 3 and their 9 and 27 full. Because if somebody brought in 100 people or 200 people or 81 people or 37 people or 17 people, you can't put 17 people front line to you. The first 3 would go in the front line, the next 9 would go on the second, and then level 3 would fill up pretty quick. So the really cool thing is that is something called spillover. It allows people that haven't really, energized themselves yet, not really feeling the flow yet, to pick up money from level 1 to 3, which is well over 115, 120 bucks, somewhere along there at 5%. Works out to $3 a person. 5% of 60 bucks is $3 a person on the 3 sales, the 9 sales, the 27 sales. Okay. That's pretty cool. And then if you're a little bit more ambitious and you happen to sponsor 2, you pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. I mean, I could teach this to a grade 3 class to bring in 2 people, find 2 people on planet Earth that would use a product of this magnitude, get paid 6 levels. So you're getting paid 3, 9, 27, 81, 243. That's pretty cool. And then when you take a look at somebody that's a little bit more ambitious and personally sponsors 4, they pick up 7, level 7. And then if you just do the real simple that I think is a kindergarten approach to building a business, thank God, this is what empowers people. This is why we're so fair, not ruthless like other comp plans. 5 people on planet Earth using the pills, active every month. You're getting paid on potentially 9,000 plus people. You're picking up all 8 levels, $3 a person, times potentially 9,000 plus people paying you. I believe it's, what's the number there? 29,520, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. Tracy's shaking her head. Yeah. So it's 29. You're almost at $30,000 a month. I mean, what are you going to do with $30,000 a month? I don't know too many people that really need $30,000 a month income, but I highly recommend you try it. It feels pretty good. If you've ever experienced before, you can get your teeth whitened. You can get a hair transplant. You can get electrolysis if you're growing a mustache. If you need your armpit shaved, anything, you can do all kinds of incredible things with an extra 30 grand a month that you can't do when you're only bringing home 1,500 bucks a month. All right. You can get an extra loaf of bread, maybe get a different car, maybe, pay your house off, whatever it is you want to do. If you're a college or university student, you can graduate as a dorm room millionaire, make more money than your professors at school. You can marry your college sweetheart, your high school sweetheart, not come out of school with, government debt of 29% interest. Buy anything you want with cash. Okay. What a great gift. What a great, situation for a young person to be in. And this is what I've been teaching my kids for years. My kids will never have to worry about money, never have to worry about a job. They'll pretty much own everything and anything they want because that's their world. That's all they know. So it's pretty exciting. 30 grand a month can be pretty exciting. But you know what? Let's say you're not excited about that. Maybe you're just excited about making an extra $3,000 to $7,000 a month. Can you do that? Absolutely. Why not? And we're going to help you do that. If you can say, hey, I would like to make $3,000 to $7,000 a month, and you want to come to the table and you want to put a few, a little bit of elbow grease into this and shed a few blood, sweats, and tears with us along the way in doing it, $3,000 to $7,000 a month is a joke. And you don't need many people to do it. Try getting into a binary program. You are totally screwed. Okay. I have no problem telling you that. Having 9,000 people, 10,000 people in a binary, and you're only getting paid 600 bucks a month. That's tough. All right. Unless you're an elite marketer, building the business, pumping both legs, you can make something in order to make your family live a pretty good lifestyle. So this is why, people ask me, why didn't you guys choose a binary? I don't know. Why would anyone choose a binary? In my opinion, matrix is where it's at if you want to help everybody and anybody. Okay. Binary helps company owners and superstars. I get it. Just in case you're a binary lover, there's binaries out there that you can deal with. Now let's take a look at this matching bonus. This is the cream of the crop. This to me is probably the most important part to the compensation plan for me, because some of us have done really well in this industry. Some of my friends have made over $2-3 million a month. Some of us on this line have made over $400,000 or $500,000 a month. Some of us have dreams of getting back into that neighborhood again. And that's just for certain people, all right? So you can cater to, you know, the elite superstars, and you can cater to those that just want a nice little $3,000 to $7,000, $17,000, it's all there. But a heavy hitter might come in here and say, well, hey man, it's only a 3x8 matrix, it only pays $29,000 a month. No, it doesn't. You never want to give sponsorship away. People say, well, should I help people on my team by giving sponsorship away? No, that's welfare. We don't believe in welfare here. I mean, we believe in helping people, supporting people, being philanthropic, but you know what? Teach people to fish. It's very simple in a program like this. You don't want to give sponsorship away because you get 50% of the matrix commissions that anyone you bring in earns. So let's say you have 10 people, and those 10 people each make $1,000 a month in their 3x8 matrix. You will pick up 50% of that, or $5,000 a month, plus your own matrix money, plus anything else you're making in fast starts and retail. I mean, an extra $5,000. I mean, you're laughing. For the heavy hitter out there that likes to say, well, I'm used to making $200,000 a month. What if you had, what if you had 100 people? Okay, you had 100 people that made $1,000 a month. What's 100 times 1,000? That's $100,000 of individuals that you personally sponsored. 50% of that is your income on their matrix. 50% of $100,000 would give you a $50,000 a month income. That's not too bad. And then what if you had 100 people that made $5,000 a month? That would be $500,000, I think, if my math is correct. 50% of that would give you $250,000 a month. So if you've got a big dream and you're a big player and you're used to the big lifestyle and you know what it's like to walk on stage and pull out a $250,000, $500,000 check, it can be done here very easily in this business. Very easily in my mindset. In practical application, I don't know, but in the world that I live in, it's not very difficult, okay? It's all based on your belief system, your work ethic, and how you're able to manifest that reality will be totally up to you. So this compensation plan caters to everybody, you know, whether a person is in a category of not having a lot of money to being maybe a middle classer to maybe somebody that's impressed by making big cash. This caters to everybody. This can literally bring you from the basement to the penthouse if that's what you're looking for, or at least bring you to whatever level you want. You call the shots. You're the boss. It's your business. It doesn't matter to me. It only matters to you. But I'm here to help you build your business. Anything I can do to help you build your business, to help you get into positive cash flow. So maybe you can free up some of the stresses in your life. Maybe you had a dream. Maybe you're getting older like me, reaching 60. Maybe you're reaching 70. Maybe you're reaching 80, and you want to do the old Colonel Sanders thing. No problem. I don't care if you're 93. Let's turn you into a millionaire before you graduate. Okay, let's do this. It's not that difficult, believe you me. All right. All right. So people often ask me, what does the packaging look like? What's the product? What does it do? What does it treat? Well, I think that package tells a beautiful story. Number one, it's the original. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's like pancake mix. It's like syrup. It's the original. It's the Xcelerate fuel tabs. It caters to cars, trucks, motorcycles, tractors, lawnmowers, boats, all-terrain vehicles, massive generators, the oil industry. Hey, go-karts, whatever you got going, take a look at that tab. Well, the back of that tab, it's got the lines in there that, what do you call that? Perforation or something like that. And it allows you to break it into quarters. You can break that up into a quarter of a tab. One tablet, I've heard a few other presenters out there do their presentations. I'm going to change their presentation tonight. One tab is good for 91 liters of gasoline. I've heard 70 and I've heard 60. Well, 20 gallons is about 91 liters of Canadian gasoline. If I remember looking it up on Google, if I'm wrong, I do apologize. I'm blind, but I try to look at things with my eyes anyhow, but I believe it's 91 liters. Anyhow, treats up to 20 gallons. One pill treats up to 20 gallons. That's just textbook. I'm sure you could even do 25 gallons if you basically, said a little prayer when you put it in there. It's all whatever you want to call it. Anything around 20 gallons is good enough for me. So I'm pretty excited about it. Packaging's beautiful. There's one word on there that blows the competition out of the water. They come to this call to watch this. They come to this call and they say, oh my God, I wish I could do what Val Smith is doing and basically say the word patent. They can't say anything. All they can say is bubble gum. So I just have to rub that in because I just have some friends that are on this call from the other company and I'm good friends with them. It's okay. Anyhow, patent blows everything else out of the water. It has a lot of power behind it. Anyone that knows anything about marketing, anybody that knows anything about authenticity, anybody that knows anything about elite products have a patent. Okay. What else do we got going on here? So when you take a look at the X, what's so great about the X there? Well, for me, it's pretty cool. The X is all about getting your signature. What does it cost to get your signature? I don't know. Are you ready to give yourself permission to sign up for free? You're not making a monetary obligation. You can sign up for free, and then you can talk to your wife. You can talk to your cat. You can talk to your goldfish. You can go outside in the backyard, talk to a tree, or talk to yourself. I don't care what you do. But after you finish talking to yourself or getting permission from whatever other force of energy that exists on planet Earth to reinforce your belief system, order the $60 package. Really, give yourself permission to order the $60 package. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. If somebody came on a call and started offering me the keys to the kingdom or offered me the goose that laid the golden egg, would I have to say, now, hold on for a second. I got to go talk to my wife about it. If I ever come on the call and say that, come up to Canada and smack me in the side of the head. I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I just do it. Like the Nike commercial said, I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to take care of my kids. I'm going to take care of my grandchildren. I don't need to think about that. Thank you very much. They're very important to me. Okay.